going to help a friend of mine. So I'm going out side here to help her. She's what are neighbors for? Love thy neighbor, right? So she's running late for something. So I'll put this on her door for her so that people know she'll be back. Guys, well, down here at work, and it's fairly slow. Just got done with the kind of a late lunch, but anyway, as far as the channel yesterday, or no, today, right, main channel, we got a video out on this High Point C9. Got a couple of questions already, comments, if I actually bought this. No, I did not. This belongs here at work. So, nope. Those of you that know, been following me, following the vlogs, the dailies, know that I've been saving my money, have not been buying anything like this for myself, aside from buying myself a couple of my little Freddy gloves, right? So, aside from buying that for myself, but even that stuff, again, just to touch on that, that was all. I didn't actually spend any of my money out of my wallet for it. I sold some odds and ends, just some stuff even laying around here at the job that I had that I wasn't doing anything with. So that's how I pretty much got the money to buy those gloves. And by the way, the video on that, the new NECA glove I got, is on the daily channel right here. So yeah, I'm still messing around with the pipe pieces and everything. As you saw yesterday, good old Cody had made an appearance, a small appearance. It was really nice to see him again and get him back up, geared up, and get him ready for the channel here, because he's been missing in action for a little while. Yeah, just slipped myself into another sliver of copper. Look at that. Been messing with this stuff so much that been get sucked. But that's what happens when you mess with this stuff. But anyway, no, got Cody back on. He's been actually sick. He's gotten fairly ill. He got a hit with a double whammy, and he was pretty much taken right out of action for a while there. So that's why he's been kind of missing in action for a little bit. I'll let him explain, or I'll let him tell you guys all about it when I get him back around. So hopefully tonight I'll see him, and he'll drop off some more copper pipe for me so I can get to working on more stuff. It was really neat to hang out with him yesterday for a little bit. You guys saw a little clip of that. If you haven't seen that, check out yesterday's vlog where Cody and I got together a little bit, but off camera, talked about some stuff, and really was going over and showing him my Freddy Krueger gloves that I've been building, because he initially was the guy I talked to when I started up the idea to do the Freddy Krueger glove build. I talked to him first, really, because he's a plumber. He dealt with a lot of copper and soldering, and because I had no idea what soldering, how that works and anything like that. So that was something I wanted to consult with him. And this happened right as pretty much he got really sick, right as all that was going down. So I didn't really have a chance to get with him about it. So I went ahead and did my own thing and learned some things on my own about it. But anyway, yesterday when he actually saw the thing, he was really impressed and really liked it. So we're probably going to go ahead and build him one. And now that I'm kind of working with that copper pipe and making the glove stronger, and it seems to be a little bit easier to work with than the thinner stuff, the thinner gauge copper. So we'll see how that goes. Again, he's supposed to come by tonight and drop off a bucket of scrap copper pipes. Hopefully he does. I'll try to get some video up on if he does show up, and I definitely want to get him back involved in a hangout video, because he's a really cool guy. But it's just his time, because he was out sick from work, and he when he returned back to work, it really stacked on him hard, and so that's what he's doing mostly. He's really slammed at work. So now I guess he doesn't have the luxury of old Bat Jack to have an easier job. So anyway, I know I got it good, so I don't mean to, but yeah, got some other stuff here. I figured the reason the main channel you saw like the Walther CCP, you saw the snake charmer gun, which actually I got it right over here. Always like the way that thing just falls right open. The snake charmer, that was on the channel. That came in the shop here. Just figured I might as well do a video with it, show it off a little bit. I actually shot one of these at a very young age. It was one of the first real shotguns I ever shot, and I always was like it really got me into the 410. There was a time early on as a young shooter, man, a shotgun, that was my choice. I loved shotguns. I just loved any type of shotgun. So, but as I guess I got older, I do miss my shotgun. Strange, I don't have a shotgun. Can you believe that? I don't own a shotgun right now. But interesting thing enough is when Cody saw that video, and he said, I got one of those. So he actually has one of these snake charmers, because I can't really exactly take this one from work and go shoot it at the range, but being that Cody's got one, I may be able to do a range video with that. We'll see. I have to pick up some shells, I guess. They're not cheap, but we'll have to make do with what we can. So, and then of course the high power or the high point video today. So I just wanted to change it up a little bit. Basically, get variety going on the channel. You know, just we did a lot of revolver stuff real hard, and that, you know, of course that's the heart of the channel. That's really what it does. But I wanted to change it up just a little bit, and also touch in and do some other stuff too. So don't worry, the revolver videos shall return. I got some stuff lined up, working on some side project stuff and things. So again, yeah, November is on the move already. I can't believe we're heading into November. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here for a second, and I'll get back to you. Pick something before I leave. That is this bow. It's missing a part. The part is called a cable slide. Right here. Okay. It goes on like this. Holds those cables. A lot of tension on these things. That's it. And out of here. Close it up. And that's another day. That is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Not yet my weekend yet. Almost. What am I saying? I've only been back to work for just a little while. Oh boy. And the traffic begins. But the good thing is, see, I turn right to get out of here and go home. I don't have to deal with all that traffic. Look at all of that. Yeah. Now that's everybody heading into town. And that usually will stretch all the way to this four-way stop sign. Let's see this four-way stop sign coming up here. That you got to be really careful with, because people don't tend to pay attention at this stop sign right here. So you got to be careful. Yeah, heading home. my favorite time of the year, really, is during the October and near winter. Near winter because it's cold. It starts to get a little colder on the island, especially after a hot summer like we just had. So, and then it's also, I mean, it's starting to get darker sooner. I mean, it's 5:30 and it's heading darker. There's the Halloween store over there. I think they're closed up already. Yeah, parking lot's empty. I think yesterday was the final day. Glad I got in there and got the sweater, because honestly the sweater was a pretty good deal, considering that all of them were torn up and that one was actually like a legitimate sweater. There it is. Probably wants to see hedges right now. Hey, there's my friend on the moped. So, aging the copper, I found a different way. This is actually similar to the way that the those NECA gloves are, and that is actually, believe it or not, wood stain. It almost seems kind of silly, but that's one thing that gave it away on those NECA gloves, is it really smells of this wood stain. So I'm just going to take a light Q-tip here and just kind of slather it on. And what you do after that is you take your torch, really low heat, you don't need much, and what you're doing is literally cooking this stuff on. You'll see it start turning darker. And on the finger stalls here, you can always add some more. See, it catches fire. Back here I can cook it, heat it up some more, because I'm not worried about the soldering getting heating back up and melting. And go back through the other side here. And I'm just going to let that cool. Aging of that is something I figured out by really the NECA gloves, because the NECA gloves have like this odor to them. I was trying to figure out what it was and why those gloves had like a, it literally looked like some kind of like stain on it. I kind of think I realized what it is wood stain. Put it under, heat it up, cook it a little bit, and it the more you cook it, the more dark it becomes. The wood stain I figured out to use is just golden oak color, which is a lighter color. I tried two different ones. I did try the dark, I think it was like dark mahogany or something. It does turn too dark because it's already dark as it is. It turned turned too black too quick before it had a chance to even cook on there. So yeah, figured out that the golden oat is better. Cody is not going to make it tonight because he's stuck at work because he was out sick for so long that work has caught up to him. So I'm just kind of cleaning up out here for now. I got basically 3 fingers with blades. One needs ringlets, and I got another finger here that I worked on, which is basically just the pieces right now. They need to be hole punched and riveted together. And once I get a hold of Cody and get the bigger pipe, I'll be able to stretch that out for the back plate. I didn't want to use what I got for back plates because it's too thin. It wouldn't make sense because everything else, being it's copper pipe, it's a little bit more heavy duty. So that is what I've got. I'll go ahead and show you these fingers here real quick. Hopefully that shows up pretty well. You can see now the center one already had this darkening in the middle to begin with, but the others you can see, and it also gives it kind of a shine. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it does look a lot like those NECA made gloves. Soldering very crude. This is the one actually Cody did. Of course, it's really nice. He's a plumber. I did that one. The reason there's so much buildup on that one is the blade actually didn't sit correctly on the finger. And then this one I just did tonight. So, but yeah, there they are with that baked on wood stain look. Yes, there's my sweater. It's actually not a bad sweater. It's a real sweater. That's what's cool about it. I bought it yesterday, as you guys saw there. Everything went half off, so you know what? To me, that was worth it. It was worth grabbing it because another reason I grabbed it was because all the ones that you normally find, they've shredded the collar and sleeves, and then also on the bottom here, making it just pretty much you're just buying ruined clothing. I always had something like I never could get that. People that buy worn out jeans, people that buy literally like hats that are all frayed up already, and it's like, I don't want that. That's what's gonna happen to it. So anyway, yeah, this thing could actually keep you warm. In fact, last night when I was wearing it to show Cody the gloves and everything, it got a little warm, so it will work. I did forget to show you the movie I got along with my NECA glove, which is, I think it's a really neat little documentary. It's basically, it's kind of one of those documentaries about one of the movies from Nightmare on Elm Street. So it's really cool. I like seeing that kind of stuff. I really do. I like seeing what's going on behind the scenes because I've always been fascinated with that. Even back in high school when I took photography. I've always been fascinated with film, how it looks on camera. I remember the teacher teaching us about this type of, I can't remember exactly what they call it, but when there's the object is in motion and the object is blurry, but the background is clear, and then there's a reverse of that where the object is clear and the background is blurry. There's like two different things, and the way everything works. I was really always fascinated with black and white. So yeah, there's the glove. I did a video on it separately. Really cool. It's just the fact that it's a collectible and it displays really nice, and it's a copy of the first glove, and it's really neat to take a look at these things and kind of figure out how they did this. The smell is what really got me on this, and that's what made me think about that wood stain, because actually more so on the other one that I have. That one looks and smells more like wood stain than this one does. So that's what gave me the idea. I tested it out earlier in the shops just on a small bit to see if it works, and again, that's how I figured out that if you use the darker stain, it's too dark, and when it cooks, because it's already darkening as it cooks, so you want the lighter stuff. So I think the part about building these gloves that I enjoy the most is the aging process. I love tinkering around with aging stuff, all the way back, everything. That's why I love John Wayne's bracelet. It's copper. I just like copper. I like the way copper ages. Copper does a really weird and natural, beautiful aging to itself, but to tinker around with it, mess around with it, and kind of do things like heating it up and such, I think it's really neat. So again, on the back burner, I got some bluing compound that I've made, and that's sitting there and hopefully developing. We'll see about that, and we'll see if we can get that on vlog for you and see it. So again, yeah, Cody backed up at work, so I was hoping he would come by tonight, get to see him, pop him up on vlog today, but he did not make it. So anyway, it's just me. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and then it's Saturday for JW's Radio. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be wrapping up with things on JW's Radio.